Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Purple Penny coin news video. My name's Mark. I own and run the Purple Penny along with my wife Catherine. We're a small family-owned coin and banknote business in the northern suburbs of Adelaide. We buy and sell coin collections, and we're also authorised Royal Australian Mint dealers. We also buy a few collectibles and ephemera and things like that. We've been here for a little while now. We're open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 1. But of course we are here most of the time anyway, because you can't run a business only during office hours, unfortunately. These videos, we've been holding them every week, well, pretty much every week for the last few years, and we just try to talk about what's going on around the world in coins and banknotes, and if possible have a little topic of the week. Today is the last Monday of the month, and I decided several months ago that meant that it was question and answer day. Thank you to everyone who has popped a question into the comments on the Facebook posts we've been making today. I'll do my best to answer those questions if we have time. Just a few hellos before we get started. Hello Peter, Gary, John, Damien, Gwen, Jason, Charles, Cam, another Peter, Patrick and Daryl. Thank you for joining in today. Alright, let's jump into the news here. Next weekend is the Easter weekend. We will be closed. We did try opening on Easter Saturday once last year or the year before, and it was a disaster. So we'll be closed from Good Friday, which is this Friday, until the following Wednesday, which is our normal opening day. The website will be taking orders as usual, but please do expect shipping delays because we're not coming in here every day to package things up. And of course, the post office is closed until next week anyway. So please don't come into the shop on Saturday because we will be closed. 35th anniversary set update. Thank you to Peter Andrews for supplying me with the usual graph of sales results. You can see there the sales results of, what's happened there? You can see the graph there of sales results of the 35th anniversary set since release day, where they started selling for about $600 and they've been gradually creeping down to under $300 or so, on a release price of $235, I think it was. So last week there were just 25 sales on eBay. Definitely the volume is slowing down on those, and the price is slowly dropping. So while we're talking about the anniversary sets, I'll just talk quickly about the people that are sending over coins out of the anniversary set to get graded at PCGS. You remember a couple of weeks ago I talked about the grading of the silver proof Vietnam coins and the fact that you really shouldn't pay a premium for the PR70s because about half of the silver Vietnam coins were proving to be PR70s. I would counsel you to keep the same thing in mind with the graded coins out of the 35th anniversary set, because it seems to be a lot of people are sending them over without any thought to the quality of the coin that they're sending. There's no doubt that the quality of the coins in those sets is a little bit down on what the Mint usually produces. And if you have a look at the grades of the red poppy coin, which is the one that everyone seems to be keen on getting graded, of course, you can just see them there. 78% of the coins that have been sent are MS66 or lower. So what does that mean? It means that you shouldn't pay a premium at all for an MS66 coin or lower, and certainly not the value of the whole set, which is what a lot of sellers seem to think they deserve for getting their coin graded. So you have an 80% chance if you buy one of these sets of getting an MS66 red poppy anyway, and don't pay a premium for them. Don't reward graders who don't know what they're doing. Don't reward graders who don't know what they're doing. The only way to really grade modern coins is to get access to a good amount of them and get an idea of the quality of the coins in general, and then just send the better ones. So as I said, 78% of the coins are MS66 or lower. So what does that mean? Don't pay for a graded MS66 or lower red poppy out of an anniversary set, because you are effectively wasting your money. Right, if you had been around on Facebook in the last 24 hours, you might have seen some talk of some Rugby League $2 coins that look like they're being released. It appears that they're coming out through Anaconda, which is a outdoorsy type shop. They sell camping equipment and clothes and things like that. And it looks like, from what I can gather, the Royal Australian Mint has teamed up with Anaconda to release 2 coloured Rugby League $2 coins that can be got in change from Anaconda. I have no idea if they're available in individual packaging. I have no idea if authorised dealers will be getting them. I have no idea if the Mint will be selling them. But that is the rumour that is going around at the moment. I've seen some screen captures of some TV ads with Anaconda's logo on them and the $2 coins. I've also seen some screen grabs of someone who went to the Mint when it was still open and managed to get pictures of the $2 coins on a telephoto lens when they were in the production area. So keep your ears and eyes open for that thing. We'll see what happens with that. Next item in the news is a woman who was sentenced in America for stealing coins out of the post. Now, I did talk about this case probably about a year ago now. It was a woman who worked in a postal distribution centre in Texas. There were multiple reports of packages going missing through that distribution centre. In the end, federal authorities implemented video surveillance on the distribution centre, and a woman was identified as behaving suspiciously around packages and the way she was handling packages. One of the coins that was stolen out of the post was a graded NGC coin. When the person bought that at a local coin store, he went to plug it into his registry set and found out that it was stolen. Authorities went to the local coin store and got the name of the person who had sold it to them. It turns out it was the woman's son. So authorities have put tracking devices in packages which the woman has then stolen, which have then gone on to the son, who has been selling coins, bullion, watches and telephones around this town in Texas. Unfortunately, the woman's son passed away before he could be charged, but she has been charged and convicted and has been sentenced to 37 months in federal prison for stealing things from the post. I would like to thank our daughter Georgia, who went to the Canberra Museum and Art Gallery last week and took some photos of it for us. You might know that the retail shop of the Mint has been closed for renovations, the retail shop out at Deakin, and they've set up a temporary shop in the Canberra Museum and Art Gallery. They're going to be there until sort of later this year, and she went in there to have a look for us, take some photos of how they are making the portable, the gallery press dollars. And you can see there that what they've actually done is it looks like they've set up the portable press there, and they're striking the gallery press dollars on that. Now, I'm not sure if they're just applying a countermark to those dollars or they're striking them from scratch. It's not really clear from the video or from the pictures, and I will just pop up a video for you because Georgia very kindly did that for us as well. Let's just hope this works. There we go, there's the video. So the person is aligning the coins there in the portable press, which says to me that they're actually countermarking those coins, that those coins are pre-struck, and then they're applying a mark to them. She didn't have to press the button or anything like that to get some coins for us. They just struck them all and packaged them up into holders for her. So thank you to Georgia for that. And if you are in Canberra or you're heading over to Canberra, it would be worth getting into CMAG and having a look at it and just seeing how it's working. Interesting variation there on the gallery press dollar, because technically it's no longer a gallery press dollar, it's a portable press dollar with a counter stamp. I suspect, I'm hoping that Catherine or I can get to Canberra before the end of the year and just get to the bottom of what is going on over there with that stuff. So thank you again to Georgia for doing that for us. If you are interested in gold, you would have noticed this graph this week. Gold hit an all-time high in Australian dollars earlier last week, about $3,370 an ounce. It's gone up almost 10% in the last month. Almost 10% in the last month. And to give you an idea of how much that is, when we opened this shop 5 years ago, we were selling bullion sovereigns for under $550, and on Saturday we were paying $772 for sovereigns. So gold has effectively gone up 60% in 5 years. Silver did tag along with the gold run, but it is still off of highs that we've seen here. But gold has continued to go from strength to strength. Interesting there. One interesting thing that you might have noticed is that the lunar release that happened last week, which I haven't wrapped up yet, there was a 4-coin mint mark and privy mark dollar coin set which sold for $33. There was a silver proof dollar, which is a 25mm silver $999, which sold for $60, and there was a 1/10 ounce gold coin which sold for $385, and on release day on Thursday, $385 was only about $50 above the spot price of that coin. So you're only looking at about a 15 or 16% premium above the spot price for a mint release coin, which is quite a remarkably low premium, and I feel like they were good buying at that price. And we had no troubles at all selling all of our gold coins, even though we got more than what we're expecting. We had no trouble selling them all. The coin that was in demand was the silver one. We got a small allocation of those, and it was not nearly enough to go around. The 4-coin mint mark and privy mark set sold well, but theoretically it is an unlimited mintage. Whether the mint actually makes any more, given the demands that they're facing, I don't know. But the whole release day went very smoothly, and we were pleased to be able to give most people what it is that they wanted. Hopefully we'll get some more mint mark and privy mark sets later in the year. Right, today's question and answer day, where I get people to ask me some questions about coins or banknotes and things like that they want answered. So the first one I have prepared a slide for. This is the difference between proof and proof-like. So a proof coin, people often ask us this, what's a proof coin? A proof coin is a coin that is made differently by the mint. Generally it is made on a specially prepared blank by specially prepared coin dies, and is struck in a specific way. So it is a different way of making coins. Compare that with a circulation coin. Circulation coins are made from circulation dies and struck on circulation coin presses with no particular care given to the quality of the coins. So what's Prooflike? Prooflike is basically a coin that comes off of a uncirculated production coin die, and it's generally in the first few coins that are struck by that coin die when the coin die is in absolutely immaculate condition. Perhaps it's just been, it gets polished before it is used. Perhaps certain design elements on it get polished, but whatever those treatments are, they wear off fairly quickly, and they're only evident on the first few coins that coin die strikes. So I've got some examples here. The top coin there is a Morgan dollar, and it is exhibiting strong frosting on the portrait of Liberty and the eagle on the reverse of the coin. That is a proof-like characteristic. That frosting is applied to the coin die, the production coin die. Perhaps it's polished by hand or something like that as the final part of the production process of that coin die, and the frosted finish wears off very quickly, very quickly. So that coin is considered to be somewhat proof-like, but it is not a proof because it is just a regular uncirculated coin. In the Australian series, the classic proof-like coins are 1954 sixpences, 1960, 61, 62 and 63 florins, and various other silver denominations, because the coin dies, the production coin dies, were chrome plated, and often you will see early strikes coming off of those dies that exhibit strong mirrored finishes on the production coins. And to some people's eyes, that is a very similar finish that was applied to pre-decimal silver proof coins of the era. Pre-decimal silver proof coins of the Queen Elizabeth era are quite different to our modern proof coins. They're beautifully struck, but they have a very strong mirrored finish across the whole surface of the coin. They don't have any frosting or anything like that, like we see in current proof coins. So it is reasonably easy to confuse proof and proof-like coins of that era. And there I've got two florins, which are both proof-like. One of them is a proof and one of them isn't a proof. The one on the left isn't a proof and the one on the right is. They are quite similar and can be difficult for some people to pick apart. Now, the mint these days are always on the lookout for a new marketing term to use. So for some uncirculated coins now, they apply what's called a frosted finish, and they sell it as frosted unk. It could be argued that those coins are in fact proofs because it's a specially prepared die, and the mint obviously takes care in the production of them. Similarly, things like the wedding set coins from the early 2000s, you could argue that they are proofs or even specimens because they were produced by specially prepared dies on specially prepared blanks, and they were struck in a specific way that was quite different to a circulation coin. The other coin that I seem to think is quite proof-like are the Christmas coins that have been coming out, the 50-cent pieces that come out in the cute packaging every year. They have a quite strong frosted finish on them as well. I would call them proof-like. The mint doesn't even call them frosted unk. So, difference between proof and proof-like. I hope that explains the question. The next question we had was from someone who wanted to know how many pre-decimal coins had been returned and does that make key date coins harder to find. Thank you to Peter for telling me that certainly by the 1970s only about half of the pre-decimal copper had been returned to the mint and some percentage of silver coins. I'm not exactly sure what that is. To give you an idea, in here we buy post-silver at about 10 to 15 times the rate that we buy pre-silver being pre-1946 and 92.5% silver. Now, does it make key dates harder to find? No, it probably makes it easier to find because when copper coins and silver coins get bought in bulk by dealers like us, we pick out all the key dates and make them available for sale. Is it going to make it harder to find when you purchase a bulk lot of coins off of a coin dealer? Absolutely, because we take them all out. And I guess the other thing is that the mintages are reduced equally, so the chances of finding a key date coin probably don't change when you're looking through a set number of silver coins. The next question we had is, do we buy 2017 planetary set coins? So the way the $2 market is at the moment, prices are changing quite quickly and going down. They're not going up at the moment, they are going down. And because of that, we are very cautious when we buy high value items that have no intrinsic value, and planetary set coins are items like those. They are quite expensive. They've got no intrinsic value. They are only worth the face value at the end of the day. There's no precious metal in them. and the market is very limited. Not many people have $4,000 or $5,000 for a coin set. So if someone brought a planetary set in here, I wouldn't buy it unless I had a customer lined up for it already, or if the person who was selling it was not wanting much money for it. Generally, higher value items like that, we try to only make a smaller margin on them. And certainly we have a Mars coin sitting in our cabinet at the moment, which we will lose many hundreds, if not $1,000 on, because the market has moved down. I allowed for what I thought was a fair margin on it when I bought it, but the market has moved so quickly that we are going to get our fingers burnt on that coin. So basically, if you bring a planetary set coin in here, planetary coin set in here, I will ring around our customers and see if we have someone interested, agree on a price, and then make you an offer. Or if you are very flexible with your price expectations, I will buy it. But if you want 90% of market value or something like that, then we will pass on that. John Belcher asked what coins enter our collections. Not many these days, John. Not many. I know that you're a strong error collector. Catherine and I still sort of half-heartedly collect errors, but we don't keep any that come through the shop now, and that's simply because and I did see you post up some nice errors the other day, John, but to be frank, we've seen it all before. And if you're patient with errors and you've got deep pockets, then you can pretty much buy whatever error you want, because they all do pop up at auction from time to time. So we don't keep errors that come through the shop here, and we still have some errors in our collection, and they've been in there for many years. What do we keep these days? We keep sort of genuinely unique things that have a historic basis to them, things that we're not going to see anywhere else. They're not valuable, and they're not kept because they're future investments. Catherine and I don't invest in coins. They're kept because they fascinate us. An example of something we bought last week that I'll be keeping is a silver medal that was metal detected in the parklands in Adelaide here. It's got a mintage of less than 100. It's not particularly valuable, it's not particularly sought after, but it has a name on it, and I've done some research into that person's name, and that becomes now a fascinating item to me, and that will be coming home with me and staying with me until I'm not interested in it anymore. Catherine very rarely keeps anything that comes through the shop these days. She will be keeping this, which came in the other day. It's a little Royal Australian Mint presentation box with a Royal Australian Mint wildflower medallion in it, something that was sold through the mint shop probably in the 90s or maybe late 80s. And why is she keeping it? Because she's never seen the box before and she's never seen the medallion before. Is it valuable? No, but it fits in nicely with her collection, which is Royal Australian Mint ephemera and collectibles associated with the Royal Australian Mint. I hope that answers that question for you, John. Have we ever had coins come into the shop that are too expensive to buy? No. Every coin that we have wanted, we've been able to buy. We have knocked back bullion collections, so we've had a few bullion collections come through that have a few dozen ounces of gold, and whether they be gold nugget coins or Krugerrands and things like that, we have knocked those back because we're not really a bullion dealer. We do buy the odd bit of bullion that comes through here, but we've got no easy way of getting rid of 30 ounces of gold or 40 ounces of gold, so we just steer clear of that, and we recommend that those people go to a dedicated bullion dealer because they have a customer base that is cashed up for those sorts of dealings. Someone wants to know how long it is until a McDonald's or KFC coin. Well, the Mint does do commercial coin production for other organisations. You can approach them and ask if you can have a coin made, and if you've got sort of hugely deep pockets and it's a coin that the Mint is interested in, then you can market that along with the mint, and that's what they've done, I suspect, with Anaconda, and they've done it with Woolworths, and they did it with the silver coloured humpback whale coin, was done in conjunction with a coin company in Western Australia. So, does that mean that McDonald's or KFC is going to do one? Well, probably not. I mean, it doesn't really seem like a good match, but I wouldn't have thought Anaconda and the mint was a good match either. From what I understand, the lead time is several years. So, is it going to happen anytime soon? Probably not, but is it going to happen? Well, it might. It might. So Mike is bringing up Australia Post. Australia Post obviously has sensed $1 to be made and is milking it for all it's worth, and they're releasing another AFL set just hot on the heels of the last AFL set, which you can still buy everywhere. They will thrash the death out of it, Australia Post, if they think they can make money out of it. Now, someone asked a question about me not recommending that you keep 2x2 pages in clear album pages. I recommend that you don't use PVC in your collection, and that's PVC album pages or any other PVC coin pages or coin accessories. We put 2x2s in polypropylene coin pages without any concern, and safe flips in polypropylene coin pages. So what you need to look for is polypropylene coin pages, and you can put your 2x2s in that. Thank you to the person that asked that question. The last question that we got asked prior to the video today was, why do PCGS have silver on some silver coin labels and not on others? And it's simply because they are not very consistent with their labelling. I'm sure they try to be consistent, but they aren't. So the labelling does vary a bit from them, and it varies over the years as new procedures and policies are put in place. So, right, Matthew says the Ram missed out on an opportunity. They should have done every team in the NRL. Now, Matthew, that's an interesting thought, and I thought about that this morning, but I think what the problem is there is that Australia Post have probably done their research and figured that they can sell the AFL coins in every state in Australia, whereas the NRL coins really aren't going to sell outside of Queensland and New South Wales, which is probably why they haven't done it yet, but maybe they will do it. Maybe they will do it. Now, there was a question up here. How do you identify kangaroo copper coin from Bombay or Calcutta versus an English mint? That's Arnoldo Garcia. The Indian minted half pennies have an eye under the portrait of the coin, under the portrait on the obverse of the coin, and the kangaroo design is different. It looks quite different, as does the portrait of the king. It's ever so slightly different, but the key way is to look for the eye under the portrait of the king, Arnoldo. Thank you for that question. Right. That's it, everyone. Thank you for joining in today. Thank you for persevering through my endless talking. I hope everyone has a great week. And J Pop says, are the VST brand pages safe? Now, right, I cannot say if VST are PVC, but I do encourage you to ask VST if their pages are PVC, and you may find that they try to avoid answering the question, which should answer your question as to what they are made from. That's as good as I can say. When a coin collection comes in here and the coins are in VST pages, we throw the pages in the bin. So that might answer your question as well. So there we go, VST pages. Thank you, everyone. Happy collecting. Have a safe weekend. Have a great Easter long weekend, whatever it is that you're up to. There will not be a video next Monday. I'm going to have the day off. And remember that the shop is closed all Easter long weekend. So we'll be closed from Good Friday until the following Wednesday. Bye for now. See ya.